I did just flat twist all the way down. And let me turn and show you the back. And this is how I'll be wearing my hair for this week. I took the 3 here and the 3 here and kind of made a little ponytail. And then I just have the rest tucked in. I may have to add a spin pin or something to get them to stay because they popped out during church. But it's been a cute little style. Peace YouTube, P31DB here. You see how I missed that? Peace YouTube, P31DB here, coming to you with the Sisterlocks vlog. In my previous video, my August retightening video, I mentioned that I'm seeing a new consultant, and I said that I would do a separate video explaining why. So here's that video. If you were coming here looking for drama, I'm sorry, I don't have any for you. I don't have any ill will, hard feelings. There was no misunderstanding, no dissatisfaction with work. No one's disgruntled with the salon that I was going to. The biggest thing is that my schedule, my family's schedule has changed. My husband and I, we own our own business, and we've set some goals this year, and it requires me to be closer to home. That's the main two main reasons. That's one of them. The second one, and I'll say this is probably even higher on the list, is one of my sons has special needs. And so last year he was in kindergarten, and in kindergarten you don't get homework, but in first grade you get real homework, and real little, assignments and projects. So going from one child to 2 children who need homework assistance, reinforcing what we're learning at school, things like that, and especially having one with special needs, I just want to be fresh. What I was doing for the majority of my appointments was getting up at, say, like 3 in the morning, driving 2 hours to Atlanta, went to the greater Atlanta area, sitting for 3.5 hours for my retightening, and then driving, if I got stuck in traffic, 2.5, sometimes 3, but usually 2 to 2.5 hours back home. So total, it would be about 7.5 hours away from home. Started to look at having a plan B option, because when you are team pay somebody, that is what you need to do. And I know some of you are saying, well, if I would just learn to self-retighten, I could, bypass all this, but I do not want to self-retighten. A woman in my area became a Sisterlocks trainee, and I know some of you thinking you let a trainee do your hair. Well, if you saw my video my August retightening, you see that she did a great job, and I thoroughly vetted her, asked questions, saw pictures, we had conversations, same page, communication really good. For instance, if you've not seen that video, I did have her combine 2 locks, 2 over here and 2 over here. That's something we discussed beforehand, talking about, if anything needs to be combined, that I want to talk about it before you do anything, and then I want to sign off on it. So good lines of communication, open, and everything like that. The biggest thing that I'm trade-off, I would say, is the time. She's not as speedy, but she was very upfront about that. It took her 7 hours to retighten my hair. I have 433 locks. I counted this morning. It took her 7 hours to retighten my hair. It normally takes 3.5 hours. However, 3.5 hours plus 4 hours with no traffic is still 7.5 hours. So whether and I'm sitting the whole time, whether it's in the car or in the salon chair. So 7 hours sitting, or 7 hours, 3.5 hours sitting, and then 4 hours sitting in the car is still 7.5 hours. So that's the biggest thing. It's not a salon, it's a home salon. When you walk in, you feel like you're at just like a traditional salon. It's got a barber chair, a salon chair, shampoo bowl, pedicure station, the hooded dryer, the whole deal like that. So really well done, put together. So I'm not losing that quality. She uses, or at least she uses with me, the Google Calendar, which is how I love to do all the calendar invites. So I have confirmations of my appointments. She's willing to book me out in advance. She wrote me a receipt for my services. So yeah, very professional, very nice, very knowledgeable. She wears Sisterlocks. And interestingly enough, the woman who's mentoring her is now working at the salon that I was going to. So I just think that that's, just confirmation. Like, she's got somebody who's guiding her. There were a few times where she took some pictures of my locks and was saying, if it was okay that she would send it to her mentor just to get some feedback on, hey, her hair texture is, like this or what have you. So I'm very pleased with her work. The fact that she's not just going it alone, that she has somebody to kind of guide her on the process of becoming an excellent consultant. She she's done 6 establishments, and I don't know how many retightening she's done. She has some people that, of course, she's established and she's done their retightenings. She's had other people that she's, like, for instance, like me, she did not establish my locks, but she's done retightenings, and I've seen pictures of her work, and they look really good, and I was very pleased with the work that she did with my hair. So that is the reason, the scoop, the whole deal, the behind the scenes, the tea. I don't know if I'm using it properly, behind why I switched consultants. So if you've ever switched consultants, maybe leave a comment in the comment section talking about why you switch consultants. It's definitely bittersweet for me because it's not like I had an issue with the salon that I was attending or visiting, I should say. It's just that my schedule changed, and I don't want to ever get caught in a position to where I can't make it and then my hair suffers as a result. So I felt it was best to go ahead and be proactive and do something about that. So that's where I stand with that. You guys have a day and or night as beautiful as you are. Take care. Bye.